Hello and welcome to a review of the Hyena Droid thing. Bomb drop droid, Hyena's in there, Droid is in there, Bomb is probably in there, but I don't remember the exact name. This is from Lego Star Wars. I believe it is from the 2009 wave. It is a big clunker. And the first thing that's obvious about the set, it's very weird. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. The good part of it is that I don't think there's a Lego Star Wars set like this, which is kind of fascinating because he uses a lot of pieces that are in a ton of Lego Star Wars sets. This piece is in a lot of droid stuff, this piece especially. Yet the way they're formatted is pretty unique, and the size of it, I have to go into the wide aperture. That's not the right word. You know what I mean. I have to go into widescreen mode on my phone recording this to even get into the frame. And in that way, sorry about the squeaking. Jesus Christ, this thing, I don't know, on plastic. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep that to a minimum. But this thing kind of embodies the Lego in the 2000s mentality of making something big and making something kind of cheap, but not too cheap. What I mean by this is there's a lot of volume here. This thing takes up a lot of space, but the pieces that it uses are pretty sparse. And it kind of has some weak connections, but, in terms of presence, pretty big, pretty good. It does fall under some of the trappings that I feel like Lego Star Wars kind of has during this time. One being that this aesthetic hasn't really aged super well. The focus on stickers, especially these older stickers, a little dicey. I mean, they were getting better by 2008, but still, it's kind of unfortunate when every detail is a sticker. The fact that it has a play feature, which is cool. I always love play features, but it's all in the back, and it kind of feels like they're sacrificing a lot in order for it to kind of be this seamless thing. And the whole fragility of it is kind of hard to look past because this central connection right here, it is very weak. It's fallen apart several times within the 2 seconds I've been holding it, and it will do so more and more as it goes on because this just isn't a very sturdy design, and I don't know, either it hasn't held up, I don't know, it's too much weight that's going on it, and also, though it's being held on these very tiny feet here at the bottom. I mean, I'm sure it's true to the source material, but again, that's a problem with Lego Star Wars. They need to be able to go away from the source material if it leads to stuff that's unsatisfying and stuff that doesn't work all the way. This is another set that I've built recently. It probably doesn't have all the pieces. In fact, I know it doesn't because I didn't bother to build a third bomb because, I don't know, I just didn't feel like it. It was just too much. Too many pieces devoted to this kind of simple idea. 3 is enough. It has a rubber band mechanism in the back. And you could say it can switch modes because, it can be held like this, kind of similar to other Vulture droids. These can go out. Again, even more volume. It's just it's a massive set. I think this retailed for $20 or $30. It came with these droids that have jetpacks. They have geonosine sand or a sandy orange color for most of them, which is kind of interesting. Again, it's just droids, but I really appreciate that these Clone Wars sets didn't really do exclusive minifigures all that much. Of course they exist, but it was more about the model itself, which I really appreciate. Like, no one's buying this for the weird jetpack droids or whatever. It's kept the price down in the secondhand market, and I appreciate that, because a lot of the time nowadays, you'll get a build, kind of a substandard build, and the minifigures will be what's supposed to sell it. But in this, they just kind of have a weird idea that worked a little bit, flawed, but they didn't expect the minifigures to do it the whole way. It feels like an authentic effort. Let's show off the play feature, the bomb drop. This video might be unwatchable due to the screeching. I'm very sorry about that. You see there is a lever back here. You can't see it. You can just see my shriveled up hand. You're supposed to pull this up and it drops them. So let's see it in action. God, it's straining. It's just wobbling. I just have to hold it. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, there you go. It's dropped. I mean, I like bombs dropping features. Those are cool. I'd love to get my hands on the TIE Bomber or one of those sets that does that. it might be integrated better. It's just so much, and the feature is so unsatisfying. I don't know. The way that it has to conflict with the way that this is on, the surface, the whole stability issues, the pressure it puts, it's just not worth it. I don't know. I mean, the set's made better by it. It's more interesting, but I just feel like, I don't know, it's not really doing much for me. And setting it back up is really annoying, so you have to fight against the pressure, lining everything up just right, like this. I'll just put one in. I mean, it might work better. I guess it works better if it's like in a formation like this. Or, come on. Man, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's really finicky. I'm kind of surprised this set was able to make it, under LEGO standards at the time. I'm not even saying it's the worst set ever. I'm just like shocked, because it just feels a little bit obtuse. And it is a unique set, I'll give it that. But I don't know, it's not great. And I can definitely see why it's kind of been forgotten. The droid vehicles are this interesting subsect of when LEGO Star Wars, The Clone Wars, was kind of able to be more of a actual theme, having different factions, different stuff, kind of yearly releases as the show is still going. And sometimes stuff would come out that's just kind of whatever, Nowadays, every time a Clone Wars set comes out, it's like under huge scrutiny for various reasons or whatever. Pandering to nostalgia. But this is more of a play set, and it sort of succeeds at it. It's just a weird vibe. I don't know. The use of Technic, the integration, it leaves a lot to be desired. But, follows that trend as a lot of the other sets I've been talking about recently have. It's interesting. I'll give it that. That's all I really have to say. Thank you for watching.